Dear friends, I am sitting here with the principal of Srimati Narbada Devi J. Agarwal Vivekananda Senior Secondary School at Vyasarpadi. I came here in the morning today to attend the celebration of International Yoga Day. It was a very impressive show, but after the show I had a conversation with the principal and I found that this is something which needed to be captured in an interview. So I requested her time from her very busy schedule. So here we go. I'll ask her questions one by one. Madam, first of all, I'd like to know how long you have been working in this school.
Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste. Hearty welcome to our school, sir. Nice to have you. I want to speak about my institution. Before that, I would like to tell about myself. I joined this institution in the year 1989. It is almost 33 years and I have been at different levels. I have worked at different levels, the primary, the middle, the senior secondary level. So I have been a primary in charge, a middle in charge, vice principal, and have come to this post as principal.
Okay, so you have had a long and fulfilling period here, but have you ever had a feeling that perhaps there were other openings which you missed because of coming to this school? Is there anything which you think has been missing in life as a principal of this school?
I have no regrets in joining this institution. In fact, I joined as a very raw graduate. After coming to this institution, I equipped myself with many degrees. I have taken an MA degree in economics, I have taken an MA degree in history, and this society, Vivekananda Educational Society, has molded me to be first as a good human being, and now I can tell you 100% that I am the happiest person in the world. Being with children brings us the maximum out of us, and serving the society through children is the greatest any Indian citizen can do to the country.
Generally, there is an impression these days that the youth are going astray. Drinking, drugs, violence, a lot of confusion. Then the options available to the youth are so many that they get confused. And usually, the youth would like to go very fast. They don't have the patience that perhaps we people used to have during our generation. So, how do you react to this type of problems in the society today?
Actually, nowadays, the greatest problem is the youth. The youth, if they are not molded properly, the whole nation will become a big question mark. So, as far as our school is concerned, I can guarantee you that our children, that is especially the senior secondary students, are not going astray. This is mainly because of the value-based education that we give them. Value-based education can be imparted not only through lessons that we teach in the class, but also we conduct various festivals where each and every festival has got its own value. And children are made to participate in these programs, and unknowingly all these values are imparted in them. And we have a very good rapport with our parents. Parents cooperate with us, and as most of the time the children spend with us, through the parents, through the students, we see that the coming generation are molded in a very proper manner, and when they go out of the school, they go out as good citizens. That is our prime motto, as they must be a good citizen to the country. So parents are the backbone of our school. They cooperate in every activity that we undertake, and this has helped the school to grow in this locality. Actually, we do a lot to develop the thinking skill of the school student. Thinking skill must be developed because when the child goes to the outside world, he must be able to face the challenges. Life skill is very important. Life skill is taught to the students through many competitions. We conduct many competitions and the creativity in the child is brought out, and even we give them situations where to know how they cope up with these type of situations, so that when they go to the outside world where there's a lot of competitions, they will be able to come out victorious. And for this purpose we have got lot of examinations, different type of examinations. The creative skill of the student is brought out, and he should be able to think what is good, what is bad. That is very important. He should be able to segregate between the good and the bad. That is the main purpose of giving this thinking skills. And for this we impart through education, at the same time through various activities. And it is not only mental skills are brought out, even physical skills are also brought out. And mainly we conducted a Pattimandram where the primary students spoke on the topic whether education is important or money is important. And that was a very excellent session. Through this Pattimandram, I am sure that many of the students would have known by this time that money plays an important role, no matter, but more than money, education is important. Once you have education in your hands, you can go to any great heights.
All right, this is all very fine. But these days, ultimately, there is something which one of my friends used to call as Marxian approach. So from Marx, he used to call it Marxian approach, that everybody is only interested in Marx. They are not interested in real development. So how do you manage the Marxian approach in your school?
No doubt Marx is very important. Nowadays, Marx play a very important role in a student's life. But Marx alone is not life. Life has got various other things. A child, if he is made to understand that Marx play very important in life, can never flourish in life. He should know the basic things, practical things that is happening in his life. He should be able to manage whatever challenges that comes his way. Marks play a very important role. There are comparisons between parents because of marks, and this has led to very fatal decisions also by the children. So we have heard of many suicides taken by the children mainly because of these marks. Marks, no doubt, is important. It must be a motivating spirit for the child, but it should not lead to a situation where he will completely lose interest in his life. I think marks can be given importance, but the more practical things in life must be taught to the child, so that even when he is not able to reach whatever he has aimed for, he should be satisfied and try to achieve the goal in the very next step. So that would help a child to grow better than always pestering the child to get the highest mark in a class. Parents should be the great supporters. Teachers also should be the great supporters. Teachers should not compare one child with another child. Each one, it should be you versus you. It should not be in comparison with other. Each time a child should do better than his previous records. That type of motivation should be given to the child. That is the greatest thing that a teacher and parent can do.
One of the most difficult periods for the education departments has been the period of COVID-19, because the students at an age when they have to learn from the teachers, when they should have a lot of association with the teachers and students, they had to sit in their houses. Classes didn't take place. And in spite of all the infrastructure that might have been created for online teaching, it must have been very difficult, because at that time I tried to give online teaching to one of my nephews who stays in Punjab. But I found it extremely difficult. How do you teach mathematics, for example? It's very difficult to teach. So how did you manage that situation during those? And how has it affected, what type of long-term effects it has had? Have you been able to, and will you be able to overcome that effect completely? Or will it have a very long and very, very damaging effect on the youth?
COVID has created a lot of havoc in the life of every individual, and especially the students. The students have completely lost touch with the school. The teacher-student relationship has come to a standstill. The mobile phone cannot reach out to the students. Many teachers are not able to reach out to the students. More important, there are areas where children are living in children who belong to the depressed class, where they who live in poverty, where they do not have mobile phones. Even if they have phones, they do not have this internet connections, these Wi-Fi connections. They are unable to bear the cost of all this, and they have lost classes because of this. They have not been able to be in touch with the school. They have not attended the classes, and hence because of this, there has been a wide gap in the learning process. And this learning process has to be rectified. To my knowledge as a teacher, I can say you that there will be a gap of at least 2 years for the children to come back to normalcy. There are students, 10th standard students, who have not written the board exam. And when they come to 12th standard, it will be a great challenge for them. So teachers are really worried about the batch of students who have not written the board exam. And this, in order to bridge this gap, our institutions have started the bridge course. That is the complete starting from the fundamentals for students who have lost touch with education. And this year, by God's grace, everything is going fine. So we have started in the month of April with the bridge course, and this has helped the students to come back to normalcy. Hope it will help them in their further studies, and teachers are all there to help them.
Thanks a lot. You have been very nice. Your answers have been very clear, and what is very inspiring is that you speak from your heart. You speak what you live, which is very, very unique, because those people who live what they are doing, they are very happy people, and I can make out that you are a very happy person. So thanks a lot for giving your time. Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir, for being with us today. It was wonderful having you. Your speech was also very inspirational. We look forward to such sessions from you. Kindly be with us in the future endeavors also. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Namaste.